Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back in the building once again. Afcon 2025, home and away. Afcon live. You're here with myself, Roland. Look, third and fourth playoff, or third place playoff, however you want to call it. We are here. Nigeria are taking on Egypt. Unfortunately, these two sides didn't make it through to the final of Afcon 2025. So they have to play for pride. They have to play for the bronze medal, and that's what we're going to be watching here today. Obviously, the game kicks off in about 15 minute time. Let's discuss these two teams' pathway here in this competition and why they find themselves in this third place. Obviously, look at Nigeria. Unfortunately, going out in the semi-finals against Morocco, the hosts, on a penalty shootout after a 0-0 draw. It was a bit of a disappointing game from that perspective. If I look at it properly, I think defensively, Morocco actually did quite well to keep out, the danger men on the Nigerian side. You look at the likes of Akko Adams, who scored, I think, 2 goals in this tournament. Obviously, Lookman has scored. I think he scored 3. And had a few assists as well in this competition. You look at Osimhen as well, scoring 3 in the competition. So they did well to keep them very quiet in the game. They didn't really trouble them too much, and I think that is down to the tactics. I think the pressing from Morocco is what really kind of stifled them at different points, and they were unable to really take advantage beyond that point. And so finding themselves in this position now where you go to a penalty shootout, very strange decision for Osimhen not to take the penalty, even if he was injured. If I was in that position, I'm not coming off, and I don't want the manager to take me off. I'll take a penalty, But unfortunately, that didn't happen, and they lose the penalty shootout. And obviously, we could talk about the penalty shootouts and how it works, but it is what it is. Now you look at Egypt. Now Egypt's pathway, one of not, they've been a good side in the competition. Mo Salah's had a great tournament in my opinion. So has Marmoush, but unfortunately, those two players alone cannot help drag a country through to the final and win this competition. They needed a little bit more from some other players within their squads. If you're looking at the likes of Trezeguet, you're looking at the likes of Zizo. Like they have had to perform a lot better and really help drag their team. I think their defensive unit's been really good. They've been operating with a back three, which I think has been quite negative at times. Just they hardly scored goals in this competition, and they've hardly conceded goals in this competition, and that's mainly down to their defense. It's mainly down to the way they played in that semi-final against Senegal. They didn't actually show up so that they could win the game, in a sense, right? They showed up to, I think, play for penalties. They were going to try and just drag the game out till they got to that final point, and then hope and pray in the penalty shootout that they win. And then obviously Sadio Mane gets the decisive goal late on in the game. And for Egypt in this tournament, they've been really good. In as I mentioned, defensively, they've got a really good unit. Having that midfielder drop back into to make a back three at times. Going with the wing backs. With Hani on one side or Hamdi, but he got injured, and then Fatu coming in. So I mean, it's for them. They've had a good tournament, I guess. I think Mo Salah will have another chance maybe next year to try and win this first elusive Afcon. It's going to take a lot. Their squad needs to grow, and how you do that for me is some more Egyptian players have to leave. Like it's not like how it was back in the mid 2000s where they had that strong unit of players that played in the country, and it was enough. Because even back then they had 1 or 2 players that played outside of the country, but nowadays it's harder because obviously the leagues are becoming a lot more further apart in terms of quality. And unless there's going to be a massive amount of reinvestment so that people can come into their league to improve the level, it's not really going to work. And then that translates into the national team. So, it's going to be interesting to see what happens from that perspective and how that grows. How do they develop for next year? But they still got this one game to play. The weather's looking lovely in the stadium or outside in the city right now. I don't know where they're playing this. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But let's get into these lineups though. Let's get into these lineups um, before we kick things off in the game. Here we are. So Egypt, um, they obviously have a few changes. A few top players are out. Just gonna give some other guys who haven't had a lot of chances a bit of a run out. Same with Nigeria, to be honest. So they have Mustafa Shabir in goal. Then they have a back four of Mohamed Hani, Rami Rabia, Hamdi Fati, and Khaled Sobi. And then in midfield, they have Zizo and Mohanad Lashin. Then they have a three in front of them. It's Mo Salah, Imam Ashur, and then Trezeguet. And then up front is Mustafa Mohammed. So, yeah, like there's been a few people that haven't had a chance in this tournament from the start. So, Mustafa Shobir, Khalid Sobi, Mohanad Lashin, they all haven't started as well as Mustafa Mohammed as well. He's come off the bench a few times, but he hasn't really had a lot of opportunity in this tournament so far. And so Zizo's come off the bench a few times and also hasn't had an opportunity to start. So they have an opportunity to start in this final game. And they're playing for pride. They're trying to see if they can get that third place. It will be one better than where they've been in the last few tournaments, to be fair. So let's see what they can do. Their supporters are here to try and see them at least get that bronze medal. It could give them a platform going into 27. So we'll see what happens there. Let's go into the Nigeria team now. You've got Wabali in goal. They have a back four of Osei Samuel, who's been great in this tournament. So Asemi Ajayi, Ogbu coming in because Calvin Bassey was suspended after getting a yellow card. So he misses this third place playoff game. Then you have Onya Mechi at left back. In the midfield, you have Chukwueze coming in off the bench. He hasn't had a chance to start in this tournament. I think the last time he probably started was against Uganda in the group stages. You have Onya Dika and then Deli Bashiru coming in. And then you have a front three of Akor Adams, Moses Simon, and then Peter Onwachu. It's another change again. Obviously, I think Osimhen is injured, but I don't think he would have started anyway. Lookman obviously is out as well, giving him a rest, I guess. Giving Moses Simon an opportunity. He's come off the bench a few times. So has Chukwueze, he's come off the bench a few times as well. Deli Bashiru too came off the bench a few times, but he's starting in there. Alex Iwobi also out as well, giving him a rest. The back four, as I mentioned, is basically unchanged except for Ogbu, who comes in for Calvin Bassey, who's suspended. So, I mean, yeah, looking at both of these teams, like once again, you see a few changes. There's not like total changes. They still want to keep some consistency with certain players in the team, just because whilst this game might not seem important, it kind of is. Like I remember back in 2008 when Ghana fell. They were the host nation. They fell at the semi-final stages in that tournament. They played in the third, fourth playoff. I think it was against Ivory Coast, and they wanted to make a statement at the end of the day. They couldn't go on to win the competition, which was unfortunate in 2008, but they made a statement, and I think they won that game 3 or 4-0, if I'm not mistaken. Ghana did. So it's like these games are quite important, regardless of if people don't, you feel hurt because your nation didn't make it to the final. I'd rather make it here and maybe win the bronze than to be the silver medalist and lose in the final. That's a lot more heartbreaking. You lost in the semi-finals, but you get one more opportunity to just at least put yourself on the podium, as opposed to losing in the final tomorrow, which is going to be interesting as well. That should be very interesting. But big up to everybody who's watching right now. Wherever you're watching right now, make sure you're hitting the like button and subscribe button as well if you're new, if you're on YouTube for Pros Only Sports. And if you're on X, we're streaming live on X as well. Make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribe, like button, retweet the broadcast and follow the account Pros Only Sports on X, Instagram, and then on TikTok as well. One more stream after this. It's been a marathon month. I know it's been a bit of a different one because we never had Afcon around this time of the year. Christmas into the new year. Never happened before. So one more stream tomorrow should be a fun one as well in the final. Obviously, the whole Morocco taking on Senegal. It should be very interesting to see what happens there because there's already been some stuff that's begun. Some of the I guess mind games you want to say from the Moroccan people. Um, in terms of the conditions of the hotel and all sorts of stuff going on with the Senegalese team. So it should be very interesting to see how that translates into tomorrow's game. But that should be a fun one. Obviously, the man them are going to be here as well, so it's going to be fun to do that as well. But yeah, we're ready to go here. I think in terms of so yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, both of these teams are in the tunnel. They're about to enter the field of play, I guess. Yeah. And then they have their national. Yeah, so it should be very interesting. But yeah, this one should be a good game. I hope Egypt kind of, I guess the shackles are loosened for them, so we actually get to see them play some football. Because I mean, they've been very negative in this tournament. Playing with the back three, back five, trying to be compact so that they don't concede chances, but it's also stifled their attack. I think to a certain degree. I just want to be able to see. I wonder if they'll switch away from that back three and go back four. Um, as for Nigeria, they've played well in this tournament. It's just that game against Morocco was a bit of a step too far, and yeah, it wasn't a great. It wasn't their best performance, to be honest. When you look at the way that they dominated Algeria, of course Morocco are way better side than Algeria. And then obviously there's all the other stuff, the referee, the home crowd, like you're in a cauldron. And there's lots to say that they haven't, like the players for Nigeria haven't been in that kind of cauldron type of environment. A lot of them play at top level in Europe, so they know, what I'm saying, they know how to handle those types of situations. I just think it was very difficult for them to manage the game because they didn't have a lot of the ball, um, which is something I expected. I expected, Morocco to dominate the ball, but I felt that Nigeria had a lot more going forward. That even if they had to break in transition, they had the players to really do some damage. You have Lookman, you have Osimhen, who's comfortable on the last line of the defender. Akko Adams is also comfortable on the last line of the defender. You've seen it in a few of the goals he scored in the tournament. Then obviously you got Iwobi that's able to make those line breaking passes. The same with Bassi at times. He could hit the diagonal, and then it's like you're back to front quickly. And I felt they had the players to do it, and it's just they just couldn't get those moments, which is a shame. Um, Whereas for Morocco, they were pushing and probing, but they were unable to get over the line, which which I find quite interesting. Like um, they had some chances, where Bali kept them out a few times, like, and you get to penalties, and it's just like, yeah, like it's literally luck of the draw. It's about who can hold their nerve and put the ball into the net. So I mean, yeah, it's a bit of an interesting one. I have my money on Nigeria today to win this game, though. I think they'll win this game quite comfortably. Um, but yeah, big up to a man like Kendo. Wait, what fixture is this? This is the third place playoff between Egypt and Nigeria. Um, um, and what round is it? Um, uh, third place playoff. So basically, losers of the semi-finals have to play this game. So before, and it usually happens the day before the final. So yeah, like I mentioned before, Ghana had to play Ghana in 2008. I remember they had to play a third place playoff in their host because they were hosting and they had to play as the host nation. Um, so um, basically, yeah, if you lose in the semis, you have to play this game to see who gets the bronze medal, I guess. Which I think it's all right. I think the players might find it quite annoying because they have to stay around for an extra few days and then play a game that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's kind of the same in all of the FIFA like tournaments, to be fair, isn't it? Like in the World Cup, you have to do the same thing. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Like I think Nigeria will win this game quite comfortably, to be honest. Like if they play the way that they play, I mean they've got a few changes in the team, but largely they have enough to beat this Egyptian side. For me, it's just whether the Egyptians will change the way that they played throughout this tournament. Um, You know what I mean? Because they've been playing with a back three. They're saying it's going to be a back four, but it might be a back three again. That's how I feel. It's going to be. So let's see what happens. To be honest, um, you said open troll season. Yeah, I know. I mean, and to be honest, all the banter is gone now. Like it's done. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't make it to they didn't make it to the finals. So it is what it is. Be interesting to see what happens in this game. I think Nigeria are gonna win this game quite comfortably, get their third place, and then they'll be. I think if you win this, it's a platform to next year. Like next year, you'll be looking at it like, yeah, we got to try and go one better. Like they were runners up last time. If they get third place, can they win it next year? Maybe, maybe. They'll be having to push for it because no World Cup, no Afcon. You have to go out there and win it again. Like you have to. But we'll see. But yeah, let's see what happens. To be honest, I big up NN man. Hey, we look. We needed to win that game today. We needed to win that game. Like I'm so like, and it's always been Arsenal. Arsenal. Arsenal are. It was always their title this year. Like after the last 2 years, like they had to win it this year. And the way that the league has been this season, like it is what it is, isn't it? Like my worry is that Michael Carrick is gonna end up being the manager long term, which is what I don't want to happen. Like he should have his interim, and that should be it. So you know. All right, we've kicked off. It's like 3 minutes late for me, but yeah, we've kicked off. We kicked off. I'm just looking at this formation. Is it a back three or is it or are they a four? Is Moses Simon? He just gives it away. Um, ain't nobody tuning in for these guys. There's a lot of people in the stadium, to be fair, in Casablanca. Um, and we got people watching here, which I'm actually surprised at. Like, because obviously it's bruv, Afcon is basically done now at this point. Like most people are waiting for tomorrow's game, which is gonna be fun. I can't wait for it. Um, but you didn't need to win. Yeah, we needed to win, bro. If they've said that the aim is to win, is to win is to get top four, we need to win, and we're in the top four until the results happen for the rest of the games. Whoever plays next, but we needed to win, 100%, bro. Like we had to win. Like if we don't win, we're in trouble. It's Chukwueze. Yachu gives it away to Mustafa Mohammed. He still got it. Mm, just fouls. Oh, he's got a free kick. If you don't keep quiet, London's finished. London's finished. The Trezeguet with a ball where Barley just picks the ball up. You'll never see me again, bruv. Just go to the parade, bro. Just go to the parade, man. You're there for vibes, isn't it? Not because of you support Arsenal, innit? So if you didn't want it to happen, you should have won. But now all you men will get giddy, bruv. They're gonna give him the job permanently, which I don't like. But it's because he's not gonna ruffle feathers. That's the thing. He's gonna be in that kind of system. I think he's a decent coach, like based on like he had a small caretaker spell, Um, he had a small caretaker spell in charge, and then he won. What he won 2 games, drew one. Here's Chukwueze. Can he get a cross in? Gets a corner though for Nigeria. Um, I just know that he's not just going to be the interim because he doesn't ruffle. He's not going to ruffle feathers, and they can like basically do their plan with him in charge. Like they won't, and it, like you can't. You don't need to go out there and go get somebody that's not aligned, and like you get all these struggles, and like he's not going to complain like, oh, we don't have signings, or we don't have money for this. Like he's not going to. He's not going to do that. He's somebody that used to play for the club. He's very well respected. He's not going to ruffle feathers. So as long as like the team is competitive with him in charge, they're never gonna get rid of him, or they're not gonna like just say you're done for interim. They're gonna keep him as a permanent, which I don't like. I'd rather have a top level coach that you can guarantee is gonna get you results, even if he doesn't have everything. So we'll see. Um, yeah, Amarim, yeah, he must be watching how they play today. But that part of his down to him. Like, they're trying to force something that just doesn't work. And it's like, well, I think he wanted to leave. He knew that this year was going to get Arsenal was going to be rough. So he knew it more if I can go with this. You have to watch tomorrow. Hey, watch tomorrow, fam. Please. Your support means everything still. I can't lie. Bro, you even went to Morocco, bro, and you were still watching things, bro. So you have to watch the final. Like, and we're actually gonna be having a fun one as well. It's gonna be a real fun one as well, man. So make sure you do watch and tune in, bro. Yes, go to the parade. I told you, go to the parade for the vibes, bro. Imam Ashur has gone down. It's a stoppage now. He's holding his ankle. So he's kicked the corner flag and broken the corner flag. And now he's holding his ankle. There's the stoppage. Imam Ashur for Egypt. I don't understand this. Get off the pitch, man. He's getting that job, yeah, probably. Like, I don't want him to, but I think he does because I think he's well respected by the players just because of what he's done for the club. It's not like Ollie, where Ollie has is like a cult hero. Um, he's a cult hero. Like he's not a legend, like how a lot of people say. I think he's a cult hero. He's one of the most important pieces of our history is that treble, and he was a big part of that. But for the most part, his career wasn't that great at United. Like he was a bench player, came off the bench a lot, scored some goals, but he wasn't like top level. You know what I'm saying? Like whereas Carrick was very underrated. Carrick was top level, and he was instrumental in what 5, 6 Premier League titles, Champions League win. Like he was instrumental in all of them. So it's like he's a bit different status. Like he was elite for us. Like he's just not well respected maybe in the general football like conversations and stuff. And then him being a manager, like I don't know. We'll see how it goes, innit? Like, but I think they'll give it to him though. I think they would. Because he's gonna be cheap. He'll be cheap. He's not gonna ruffle feathers. He he might be a yes man. I don't know. Like that's what I see. But anyway, anyway, it's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm not going. I don't want to go, but you can go with it. Like, you can go. Just go for the vibes, bro. Go for the vibes. Because you know they're gonna do a parade, did it? When they win that title, oh, they're gonna shut down half of North London, bro. They're gonna shut it down. Like, so, but yeah, so we have a stoppage. I think they're trying to fix a new corner flag. Yeah, they're fixing a new corner flag because Imam Ashur broke it, and I think the referee's saying we can go now. Brother, we started this game late, by the way. We started this game late, by the way. I feel like we started this game late, but but we're here. That's what I think. I think he'll be a yes man, and like they'll be able to control things a lot better than they did with like someone like Amarim, for example, where he was speaking out and doing all of this type of stuff. I'll leave and all of this type of stuff, and saying that the team is the worst team. Whereas like I don't think it's the worst Manchester United team of all time. Like I think the team is definitely can perform way better than the way that they were. So like, there's too many good individuals that are there. Like, you can't just say that they're the worst Manchester United team of all time. Like, you're mad. So we'll see, man. Obviously, the big test though next week against Arsenal. Let's see what they can actually do. I mean, it's Arsenal, isn't it? Like, they're on top form. So are we gonna go there and play? Like, are we gonna go there and show? Because like we should have beaten them on the opening game of the season, and we didn't. So let's see what they can do, man. This is the type of game that could define United season. It doesn't hurt Arsenal too much if they lose the game or draw the game, but they would want to make a statement to showcase that they're top. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I saw this. I saw this. The towels. Yeah, I see, bruv. They tomorrow's gonna be a long day, but I feel like Senegal are gonna be good. I think they're gonna win it. I think they win it. They're just too good. They're organized. They're professional. Like there's a lot of mind games happening. Like with what's going on with the hotel and all of that type of stuff. Like, but they're just too good as a unit. Like their FA is so good. Like their players are professional, organized, smart. Like it's it's different. Well, here's Trezeguet for Egypt. Here's Ashore. Scores nearly gives it away to Chukwueze. It's gonna slow it down for Nigeria. Goes into midfield. Here's Onyedika. He gives it away. Mo Salah is Mustafa Mohammed into Trezeguet, but Shemi Ajayi just cleans up. But and here's Ogbu now, and it's over to Semi Ajayi. I mean, we could win. I feel confident that we not to say that Arsenal are like Arsenal, they're top. They've been top this whole season, but we have a chance, man. Like it's like a boxer in it, punches chance in it. Like that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like we have a chance in the game for sure. Like because that front line that we have, they're still doing bits though. Like whether we like it or not, they're still doing bits. And Bumo back, Ahmad, even Cunha could have got an assist today, but ruled out for offside. Like even Dorgu's cooking, which is he's been cooking for the last like 6-7 games. Like so, and then even Sesko, he didn't get a chance today. But even if you needed him, he's also like feeling confident. And here's Mohammed Semi Ajayi just cleaning up. There we go. Good defending from Semi Ajayi. Senegal ain't doing anything. I think they got something for them tomorrow. I think so. I think they won't be able to do the same thing. They won't be able to do what they did to Nigeria though in the game. Like they're gonna have to be careful because you can't play El Anawi in the midfield by himself. You can't. Like I know El Canus and Saibari are like they basically are flanking him, but like you can't do that. You can't play a 4-1-4-1. Like nah, you can't. got to make it a double pivot at least because they're gonna have guys. Habib Diarra is suspended though, so Lamine Kamara will come in. I think. Here's Zizo now. Salah. Here's Hani. I said let Villa win. Emery do something for me. Mbumo, he came back and scored. It's mad at it. He came back. He came back. Yeah, first game scored his first goal in like a month. I don't think Mbumo scored at this point. I don't think he did. It's a ball over the top towards Salah, but into the hands of Wabali. Mm, and here's Egypt again. Zizo. Yeah, they're playing back three again. Here's Rami Rabia. Here's Ashore. Here's Rami Rabia. Imam Ashore. Shobe. Here's Hani. Shobe. Just playing with fire here, Egypt, just at the back line, passing it amongst each other. That's a good ball to Mustafa Mohammed. Here's Mo Salah. Just gonna fire it in towards treasure of the game. Where Bar comes out of goal just to kick, just with his feet and clear it away. On Wachu just trying to hold the ball that gets fouled. Eesh. Eesh. That's. I mean, at least he did upload. Some people duck the smoke, man. Some people duck. Like it's a good cross from Chukwueze, but headed away. Bruv, my man's Love Island contestant, bro. Okoye is a Love Island contestant, bro. He is not like, bruv. He had that one spell a couple Afcons ago, but yeah, it's long. Wabali definitely, man. He has to be, bro. Man said, "What slander?" I'm telling you, bro. Because he ain't kicked on. Like he was the number one. Like a few years ago, he was the number one, and he just never kicked on. I don't know what's happened to it. I think he had an injury though. That's probably why he fell down the pecking order. It just never came back. But apparently, he was supposed to make it here. Like he was supposed to be part of the squad, but he declined. So I don't know. I don't know. Here's Rami Rabia. Just cleared up field towards Trezeguet, but Nigeria win it back, and they'll clean up. Here's Onyedika. Here's Dele Bashiru. Onyedika firing it wide towards Chukwueze, but just too much on the ball. It goes out of play for a throw in to Egypt. And Sobi takes it towards Trezeguet, back to Sobi. And here's Ashore. Gone long ball towards Mo Salah in that channel there, but just a bit off and into the feet of Wabali. Here's Simon. Little bit of skill there. Here's Onyamechi trying to find Simon again. He does. And here's Simon now. He's going to go 1v1 with Hani. Goes past him, cross, and cleared away by Fatty. Out for a throw in. Onyamechi to take it quickly. Moses Simon, captain for today. Couple of Afcons ago, he was cooking. Obviously, he's dropped out of the pecking order as or some of the younger players have come into the team, but he's still been a very good teammate and squad player for this Nigerian national team. It's Semi Ajayi. Well, Barley plays in South Africa, I think. I think he plays in South Africa. I forgot the name of the team, but he's in the South African league. Um, oh, he started for Udinese today. Oh, yeah, like I think he decided he didn't want to. I don't. I think he declined the call up. That's what I think happened. Apparently, but yeah, well, Barley plays in South Africa. On your decal, just trying to get away from the press. Well, Barley with a long kick forward. Just too much on that, and Fatty will pick up here. Fatty's been very versatile, playing as a centre back, midfielder in this team. You know, Marwan Atia also sitting out as well today. There's Mo Salah. So ball into the channel. Here's Mustafa Mohammed onto it. I think it's handball. Handball. So it's a free kick to Nigeria. Yeah, it's handball. It just came off his chest and then rolled onto his hand, onto his arm. Sorry. Mobali takes the free kick for Nigeria towards on Wachu, but referee's blown for a foul on Wachu and Fatty just clashing there. It's gonna be a free kick to Egypt. Yeah, that's a foul. It's Fatty. It's a little chip ball. That's nice. That's nice from Egypt here. Trying to do 1-2 there. Here's Mustafa Mohammed. He does keep it though. It's gonna go wide. Here's Sobi. Trezeguet now. Here's Ashore. And they give it away. Moses Simon can't pick up. Lachine wide to Mo Salah. And Lachine overlapping run. And it's gonna be a corner. Should be a corner now. Salah takes it short-ish. And Zizo's gonna cross the ball. It's a bit of a scramble in the box. Fatty and they clear it, Nigeria. And Hani will pick up again. Diagonal ball to Sobi. Rami Rabia is Fatty to Rabia. It's a good turn by Trezeguet. And he fouls Chukwueze, I think it is. Yeah. On Wachu just takes his eye off the ball there, rolls under his feet. Egypt pick it up again. Here's Salah in the middle of the park. Sprays it wide to Ashore. Sobi on the overlap. He can't get a good cross in and it's blocked away. And here's Osei Samuel just bombing forward. Still got the ball. Good running from him. And he just loses the ball there. And here's Mo Salah picking the ball up. Zizo trying to hit the diagonal. Changes his mind, turns into midfield. Here's Ashore. Sobi. And there's Rami Rabia. Lachine. Fatty. Hani. Fatty. Goes back to the keeper. So be it. Here's So be it again. Shaw with the crossfield ball towards Mo Salah. Nice touch there by Mo Salah. Hani on the overlap, unable to get the ball, but he does keep it. Here's Mo Salah. Just trying to cut in off that right hand side. Here's the Shaw. There's Zizo now. So you're going to look to throw the ball into the box. That's a good ball out to Hani. Cross! Mo Salah! And Mo Salah! Hits the side netting. A tight angle. Mo Salah just unable to. Mo Salah got a touch on the ball in front of Wabali. They take it quickly, Egypt, from the corner. Here's a Shaw cross into the box. There's too much on it. And it goes out for a goal kick to Nigeria. Side net in silence. I mean, Egypt have played quite well to this up to this point. We're approaching half an hour here. Just a reminder: the third place game does not have extra time. So if it's a draw at the end of 90 minutes, it goes straight to penalties. Um, so yeah, we'll see how they go there. But I do think we'll have a winner in 90 minutes here. So so be cleaning up there, sweeping his Onyedika, Moses Simon. It's a ball out wide. Here's Onyamechi. Can he get a cross in? He can. Towards Onwachu, but cleared by Egypt. Here's Ashore. Ooh, that's nice from Mustafa Mohammed. It's a throw in. It's great tracking back. Great tracking back by Asai Samuel. Good tackle. Just to get the ball away from Ashore. Here's Ogbu now. Deli Bashiru. Showing good strength. Goes wide to Onyamechi. So cross into the box and too close to Shobe. He picks up the ball on his center on the center or just in front of his goal. Shobe to Fati. There's Rami Rabia. And Shobe to take a long kick forward. There's Hani. There's Zizo. It's Mo Salah trying to fire a ball out wide, but gets there eventually. It's Sobi now with Trezeguet on the outside. Trezeguet cuts inside. Here's Ashore. Sobi cross and headed away. Is Zizo. Trezeguet. Mustafa Mohammed gives the ball away. Pulls back on Wachu. It's a free kick to Nigeria. Here's Moses Simon trying to go 1v1 with Mohammed Hani. Mohammed Hani does well there just to take the ball away from him. And it's Ashore into Trezeguet. It's the foul by Onyedika. So it's a free kick to Egypt. I think Egypt have actually played quite well. Been a lot more positive than they should have played like this against Senegal or played like this against the Ivory Coast. Would have been a lot more entertaining for sure. Tried to play the ball quickly there. Mustafa Mohammed will pick it up though. And the ball goes out of play off of Chukwueze. So it's a throw into Egypt. is Rami Rabio. A short with the ball across. That's good take by Zizo. His Hani. And you get across into the box towards. It's too much. Too much on the ball for Mustafa Mohammed there. Here's Ogbu. So say Samuel. On Wachu. Here's Deli Bashiru. Here's Aqua Adams, and it's a corner to Nigeria. Yo, big up to Jess. Niger to carry last. Hey, they're here, man. They're here. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself, man. I hope you're having a good day so far. Good start to the weekend and all of that. But yeah, we're here, man. We are here to just. I was hoping it was gonna be a hate watch in the final, but you know they didn't make it. Showbear with the punch away for Egypt to be a throw into Nigeria. But here we are. They're playing for third place. I'm enjoying it so far because they had to stay for an extra game that they didn't want to play. So, and to be fair, Egypt have actually looked better than them in this first half. So let's see though. Got 10 minutes until halftime. Here's Chukwueze. Cuts inside. And just switches it to Moses Simon, who's going to go 1v1 against Mohamed Hani. Cross into the WhatsApp. Oh, Chukwueze! Good save by Showbeer. He still got it. Chukwueze. They're free! Oh, goal! Akko Adams. Yes. And Nigeria have scored. Akko Adams with a finish. And that's 1-0 to Nigeria. Chukwueze was the one with he did all of the hard work there. Able to get the shot on goal, spilled by Showbeer. Let's have a look here. Chukwueze with the header, spilled by Showbeer, and he just keeps his composure, Chukwueze. And you can see there's an overload at that far post, and he was able to just chip the ball into the path, and Akko Adams. It actually hits on Wachu. That is hilarious. It's gonna be on Wachu's goal because it deflected off his own player. Yeah, it took a deflection. It took a deflection. They're looking for. He was looking for offside. He's looking for offside, but I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think he's onside. Akko Adams celebrates, but it's on Wachu's goal. Deflected off of him. Yeah. It's on Wachu's goal. It's on Wachu's goal. That one, you can see that from the replay. So Nigeria take the lead. Man said it's not funny anymore. They're making it just too easy to have fun. I said, boo, we don't care. And it's a goal. Chelsea are 2-0 up. We don't care. But Nigeria. You're funny as hell. You are funny as hell. Let's have a look at the Premier League tech. But even though you lot are winning, yeah, you're still behind us though, which is funny. We've had a crap season, but we're still ahead of. Right. So what are they gonna? Um. So they're saying. So we've got VAR. Ooh, on Wachu with the elbow on Fatty. I don't think it's a. Oh, they're gonna disallow this though. I think they're gonna disallow this still. So VAR, no goal. Oh, it's gonna be yellow. So it's no goal, and it's gonna be a yellow card to Paul Onwachu for an elbow on Fatty. I don't know if that's accidental, man. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What are we doing here? Come on. What is this? I said yes. We need West Ham to win. It's 1-1 right now, right? I need Frank out so bad. Hey, the thing about it is, yeah, we sacked our manager, so did Chelsea, and you guys have been way worse than us. I can't lie. You've been worse. He should be gone. He should be. He should be. If we're going off those standards, he should be gone right now. But he's still there. I don't know. Maybe you lot should get Amarim though. Maybe Amarim in it. That might be a move, for Spurs, isn't it? I said North Africa again. Yeah, the referee's Moroccan, by the way. Yeah, it's very harsh, bro. It's harsh. Big up, man, like Isaac, man. It was harsh. I don't think you can like that went to VAR is a bit annoying because it's accidental. It's not a yellow card. Like, and here's Egypt now. Is Sobi Ashore takes over. It's Trezeguet. Chukwueze just takes the ball off of him pretty easily, and then he gets held back by Sobi. Man said these North African refs fraudsters. Maybe man, you these Darren Ferguson at the wheel. Man, we already it's Carrick at the wheel, bro. I already know it's gonna be Carrick permanently, man. So it is what it is, isn't it? Like I'm not worried. I want Nagelsmann, but it's never happening, bro. It's not happening, man. That's who I wanted, but they're gonna Carrick it, which I don't want. Here's Moses Simon on your Michi on the overlap cross, and I think it's a goal kick. Hey, it was bad, bro. I can't lie. The referee was a Ghanaian as well, yeah, and I was like, hey, they paid Uncle. They paid Uncle because some of the decisions was mad. Some of the decisions was mad. But I would say Nigeria had, I think, two shots in the whole game. Like if you're not getting shots on goal, you're not winning that game either way. So it's like we can blame the ref, but largely Morocco shaded the game. They had more possession. They had more attempts on opportunities on goal. They just couldn't put the ball in the net. Wabali played well though, and so did Bassi. Bassi was really good. Man of the match, I think. Hey, what's he on? Hey, he needs to calm down. On what you needs to calm down. He needs to calm down. But anyway, I never wanted this guy in the first place. Nah, you might cook under Amrim though. You might cook under Amrim still. Hey, nah. Hey, I love the fact that there's Moroccans in the stadium hate watching right now. They're trying to make sure that Egypt don't win this game. Fergie should have handed it to Darren Ferguson. Fergie handed it to Moyes, bro. Same thing, bro. There's no way that he should have been allowed to let him have. Oh, he's offside. He's offside. Here's Akko Adams. Good tackle. Yeah, it's offside. It's offside. He looked offside for me. Akko Adams. He just got him behind there. The Egypt defense. Yeah, Nigeria. Nigeria pushing. Nigeria pushing. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Sorry, people. I'm back. I'm back. Um, I mean, yeah, it wasn't a great 120 minutes, man. Like, I think Nigeria. Eee, that was a bad tackle by Mustafa Mohammed. On your Dika down. Um, yeah, 0-0. Nigeria took the free kick cleared away by Egypt. And here's Moses Simon. What can he do? He loses the ball. It's cleared up field towards Mo Salah. Oh, he touched. Mo Salah gets held back. It's a foul. And I think on your Mechi is a yellow card. Oh, Moses Simon got booked. Mm. Bruv. I mean, yeah, they can't get excited, bro. Because when we play Fulham, it's long. It's long. But it's Carrick, bro. Carrick is going to be the manager for the long term, bro. That's who they're going to hire properly. I'm telling you. They're just going to wait for the season to play out. And if it's horrible, then maybe not. If it's horrible, like if let's say we end the season and we're not in Europe or whatever, yeah, then they're sacking him. They're just going to be like, yeah, it's cool. You did your job. Bye. But if we somehow end up in the Champions League, oh, he's getting a job. He's getting it. It's peak. Peak, peak, peak. Because like a game like today, you don't need to tell nobody what to do in it. Like they know what to do in it. Free kick to Egypt, they take it. We got 4 minutes of additional time. Hani chasing the ball, gets the ball ahead of Akko Adams. Sobi with the cross, cleared away by Moses Simon. Egypt pick it up again. Trezeguet. Um, they said they caught your guy in the streets, questioned him and held him hostage. Them yellows came out quick when it's not Habibi, Habibi. Trust me. That's funny as hell. Bad tackle, then gets no booking on Chekweze. Yeah, man. Yeah. You see, the referee is Moroccan. I'm just letting you guys know in it. So, wait, what's happened? What's happening? Is it a foul? They take the ball. It was a drop ball. I don't know why. It's cleared away by Ogbu. And on what you fouled by Fatty. Hey, Drizzy. I saw this stuff, yeah, and I'm like, this is typical though, right? Like they want a North African to win this. They ideally want Morocco to win this because you look at all the awards over the past year for CAF, it's basically gone to all the Moroccans. Um, and then like you saw the stuff with the hotel for the Senegalese, like some of the conditions of the hotel that they're staying at and stuff ahead of this final, because obviously they had to move from where their base was. They were in Tangier. They've now moved, I think, to Rabat, and they put them in like some really bad hotel conditions. You saw all the fans are surrounding the stadium. You know that they're going to be disturbing them in their hotel and trying to disrupt them. However, I did say I think the Senegalese team is just way too professional, too organized. They're not. They're very level headed. They're very calm. So they're going to go into this cauldron that they're going to go into tomorrow, and I don't think it affects them. I think they're still going to win. I think they'll beat Morocco tomorrow because Morocco haven't been outstanding. Like neither have Senegal, to be honest. But they have way more quality than I think Morocco has, in my opinion. Even though Morocco are a great team, I think they're a good team, a good footballing team. They play good football, but they don't have money. They don't have like Papagis. They don't have Koulibaly, even though Koulibaly suspended for the final, and I think he's even injured. So that's a big blow for them. They don't have Malik Diouf. They don't have these kind of guys, man. They ain't got these guys. So we'll see. But I think Senegal will win it tomorrow, to be honest. And it's hard 0-0. Reminder, people, if this game is a draw at the end of the 90 minutes, it goes straight to penalties. We do not have extra time in the third, fourth playoff. Um, just saying, I can't lie. One thing this Afcon annoys me so much is the attention of the refs. In my opinion, I haven't seen a team being been robbed by the ref that changed how they play. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. Um, because that's the thing I don't like. I don't like when like the referees get too much attention in the game or they make it about themselves. Because it kind of happened in the last 16 game between Tunisia and Mali. The referee was trying to make it into one of them type of games, started getting out flashing yellow cards early, as if to try and control the game. You can't control the game at that point. Because that means if there's a yellow card for one tackle, it's going to be a yellow card for another one, even if that tackle is not the same. You're going to book him. But it's a long one. It's a long one, man. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. But yeah, it is what it is. And then obviously there's drama surrounding the referee choices. How they switch up referees. It's a mess. It's a mess. Algeria and Nigeria were dreadful, but how are we speaking about the rest? Yeah, I mean the Algerian thing. I think they were just shocked at how comfortably beaten they were by Nigeria in the game last week. Because it was last week Saturday we watched that game. Yeah, they were like shocked at the fact that they were beaten so convincingly. Because I don't know, they played okay to get to the quarterfinal stage, but they weren't that great in the tournament. And they finally got their first test, and Nigeria beat them comfortably. So there's nothing to speak about, right? You can't even blame referees at that point. I don't know why they did that. As for Nigeria, they weren't great against Morocco, but there were some things that were a bit off. Like for example, Calvin Bassey getting booked early for like it wasn't a challenge that was like a bookable offense, in my opinion. But he misses the final. Any other player could lose his head. He didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but it disrupts the way the game plays. The game is played. Now you have to be careful. There's a few other players that are on bookings as well. They don't want to miss the final. They didn't play that well in an attacking sense. They played well defensively. Is what it is. I mean, but they will speak about this because there was a Ghanaian in charge. They paid him. Blah blah blah. But CAF do this though. We know this. It's usual. It's usual. We've seen this. I remember 2013. They wanted a Nigeria Ghana final at Afcon. They knew CAF wanted it. That's why they were making sure we were getting decisions that I was like, this is not a penalty or this is not a foul, but this is not a yellow card. But they gave it to us, and we couldn't put the ball in the net. So, it is what it is. Morocco people and some journalists are trying to justify it. They say they don't want to host it again, bruv. I hope they don't give it to them in 28. That's the whole, because apparently that's what they're trying to do, because they're gonna have in 28 they're saying they should have the Afcon again in 2028, and then in 2029 apparently that's when the Club World Cup comes back. Um, the Club World Cup, the one that was played in America just this last year, is coming back in 2029, and that's where they want to play it in Morocco. But I think in 28, apparently it's gonna go to South Africa and Botswana and somewhere else. Let's go there. I prefer that one. I prefer that because, to be honest, when was the last time we had a Afcon in South Africa? It's a while. Like, and then they had the World Cup. So, and we had a major tournament since then. So we should go there. That one, I'm down for that. That one, um, Ethiopia. Let's get that one going. They don't have any cap-approved stadiums, but they need to do some infrastructure changes, build up some stadiums, and then we can go there. Even Guinea and Mali or something, or Senegal. What is that? Let's do that, man. Like, we don't have to go. We don't have to go back to Morocco all the time. They got a World Cup coming up in 2030, so it doesn't matter. Senegal is hyped up after the bullshit. Yeah, of course. They're ready. They're professional. They're ready, man. I know that they're gonna be good. So it's all good to me, to be honest. Um, it's this one real, huh? I don't know. Oh man, you know what it is? I can't show the match, Dennis. I can't show the match because of copyright. On YouTube, they will ban my account if I show the match. So you're here to get some commentary. It's 0-0 halftime between Nigeria and Egypt. Nigeria had a goal ruled out for an elbow by by Paul Onwachu on Fati, the Egyptian defender, an elbow, which I think was accidental. He got booked after the VAR call. And it was Onwachu who scored the goal. It was a header from Akko Adams and it deflected off of him into the net. But to be fair, I think Egypt have just been slightly better in this game. They were really good for the first 30 minutes, and then Nigeria came back into the game. They got the goal, but it was ruled out, which is unfortunate for them. And then big up to Jez. He said, "Yeah, I agree. The ref was sus, but 2 shots, and we're over analyzing. This is what I'm saying. You have to create more chances for you to even have that kind of comment. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they had 2 shots. They weren't great going forward. So talking about the referee and how that affected you, like it's kind of like you're just saw that you lost in it. Like you have to do more on their goal to be able to justify blaming referees and stuff. But yeah, is what it is. Let me see what happened in the Premier League, man. It's all done now, I think. Chelsea 2-0 winners. Liverpool drew at home. Oi, Spurs are losing. Oh, that is peak. They got to sack him. They have to sack him. They have to sack Thomas Frank. They should have sacked him time ago. Oh, Palace. Palace. Glasner saying, I'm not signing no new contract. Mark Gay leaving. Oh, it's peak. It's peak. I feel sorry for my brothers. I feel sorry for them. Liverpool drew at home. Peak. So Liverpool back up to 4th though. United still in those Champions League places though. Yeah, interesting. We ain't got a lot of games left. 16 games. United are playing these 16 games, boy. Peak. Last game, we weren't hate watching Niger. I can't lie, I wasn't. I wanted them to go through, but they didn't do. They didn't do enough. That was my thing. They didn't do enough for us to get through. For them to get through, they didn't do enough. Like so, you can complain as much as you want. If you're a Nigerian fan, you can complain about referees, but on the day, you didn't do enough to get enough to get the opportunity to go through to the final. Like the same thing that I was saying about Cameroon. You can complain about refereeing decisions and all of that type of stuff. Some of them were clear to see. El Kanu should have been sent off for a second yellow in that game. He shouldn't have played in the semi-final against Nigeria, but he did. He got away with it. That's a decision that was glaringly a mistake. They won't speak about it, but at the same time, Cameroon didn't have a shot on target in the game, so you can't even talk. But it is what it is. Isaac saying, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Sunderland. Hey, Sunderland have been cooking though this season. They have been cooking, I can't lie. But that's the whole thing. It's like they spent a lot of money. They spent a lot of money. But yeah. And the reason why, and they did it they brought in some experience and some top young players as well to come into that team. Yeah, like it's like it was a really good transfer window. I didn't know how it was gonna work, to be totally honest, but it has. So they're staying up for another season. They're getting closer to that 40-point mark for sure. Yeah, like so they're staying up for this season for sure. But this season has been nuts as well. By the way, like it's not that like the season it's been very condensed. Like it's a bit of a mad one. I can't lie. It's been a bit of a mad one. But it's a big game though. Arsenal against Forest at 5:30. Forest have to win today, so it's going to be a competitive game for sure. Because West Ham have just won, which makes it very interesting because it's a relegation scrap. Even Burnley getting the draw today is good for them too. So West Ham, I'm telling you, bro, I can't believe it. They have to sack him though. They have to sack him for sure. They have to. Like he should have been sacked like weeks ago, but they've kept him on. So I don't understand. As for Tottenham, only God knows why they went for a manager that's never had European football and was asked to be challenging after getting Champions League football. What did they expect for? I have no idea. This is why I was like, why? This is why I was like, why were people calling his name for the Man United job? It would have went the same way. Like he's a decent manager, but not for this level. He's like, if you took him from like he should be the West Ham manager. If they wanted to play a style of football and all of that they can get behind, he can do a lot. The thing about it is that like people also forget that Brentford scouting and like their data analysis team are like top level because they always seem to get players right. They always and so you're fitting as a manager. You don't have to do nothing. You just have to play a style that fits what players that they bring in, and you're good. It's different at Spurs, That place, they just be signing all sorts of random people, bro. And then the manager has to come in there and do some miracles. That's what happens. It's been like this since like Martin Yo. It's been like that since then. You get these random players, bro. I remember back in 2005. Why was Edgar Davids coming to England at his age? Why? I remember. He was still cold, but why? He was there for like 2 seasons, bro. Or you get random guys, and the manager has to come in and just perform miracles, So, whereas Thomas Frank don't come from that. He comes from a place where they got the sporting director analysis and all this. So you're ready. That's it. Like, but Spurs, since I've known Spurs, Harry Redknapp will come in, then all of a sudden you have to go and sign 4 or 5 of these random players, bro. They'll just come there, do their job and leave. And the man has to perform miracles. So, you have to bring in somebody that's ready to perform miracles, not somebody that is used to a certain way. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Tonight, if they lose, rename your country Ghana. Hey man, I've never wanted this, so if this feels good. Look at the way Ranić has transformed Austria. Had United kept him in the boardroom, man, don't talk to me about that Ranić guy, man. Because the thing that annoys me about whenever United fans speak about Ralf Ranić is his job when he came in initially was get United into the top 4 Champions League. The moment that went left, he started calling out the board. and all that. Oh, the owners are this, and you need to do open heart surgery. That I don't like because you failed at the job that they brought you in to do. You didn't get to that point where you could start helping the team on that level. Don't now start slandering people because even he wasn't great as well. Like he was not a great man manager. He fell out with Jesse Lingard and Martial. Like he was doing mad things. Like I like people. It's like people forget this. People forget this, and it's like everybody knows the ownership. Like at the time, what was he gonna come and do? He wasn't gonna change anything because we're not gonna spend the money or we're not gonna do what's required. Like so, what help would it have been? Like we're still here after like what's it now? It's a year of Ineos, over a year of Ineos. There we're approaching 2 years. We're still doing the same things. We're going back around in cycles. Right now, I don't know where we're going. What's the direction? Like for the right now, I know what the future's gonna look like. I don't know if United fans are ready for it though. Like we're gonna be a team that is gonna be quite profitable because we're gonna be selling young talent, bringing young talent, develop them, and sell them. Preparing ourselves for that model. Like I don't think it's right though. I don't think it's right. I think we should. The model should always be like you develop young talent from the academy. You can get emerging talents from abroad and build them as part of your team, and then go on a run, try and be successful, and then rebuild again. Like how we were on the Fergie that way. Like you're grabbing yourself a Cristiano Ronaldo and a Wayne Rooney and making them the focal points of your team and build. Had a couple shaky years. After 2 years, they acclimatized and they were the leading lights of the team. Then you go on a run with them for 4 or 5 years, and then if they have to leave, then they have to leave. Whatever, like, and you just rebuild again, bring in more young talent, like, and go again. But Ranić, please, I don't. That discussion, I don't like it because it's like whatever what he said was right. It's just he's the wrong person to say it at the wrong time because at that time he only started speaking out when we lost it, but he was in the dugout and we lost 4-0 to Liverpool. It's the wrong time to speak. At that point, you don't even need to say anything because you lost. And you're a big part of the reason why we lost. Like, so that's why I never get engaged in those conversations about Ralph Rangnick. Like, it's good that he's what he's done with Austria and all of that. Like, obviously, it's a different international football, so different. Like, and I respect to everything that he's done for Leipzig and what he did. I think he was at Hoffenheim as well. Like, but like at the time we was gassing it. I was gassing it. I did a stream gassing it, talking about he's the godfather of Gegenpress and all of this. And then when it came to Manchester United, you can't turn Manchester United into that because the players that are there, they don't want to do that. So Lookman is on, and I think it's on Wachu's off. Yeah, because he was on a yellow card. So Lookman has come on. We're about to start the second half. Um, Wachu has come off. So we will. He was booked, and he wasn't great either. To be fair. But if this stays 0-0 after this second half, we are going straight to penalties, and we've restarted here. Egypt kicking from left to right is Fati giving away. Here's Chukwueze. He's offside. He was offside, Adams. And look, man, it's offside. Yeah, it's offside. Yeah, Akko Adams was offside. Akko Adams was offside. Akko Adams was offside. Yeah, clearly offside. Mo Salah with the ball towards Zizo. It feels like he's been pushed, but referee pays him no attention, and they give it away. Deli Bashiru, his Chukwueze, his Semi Ajayi. It's a good ball. His Akko Adams is giving the ball away. Mo Salah with a it's a long ball, but he's giving it away. His Akko Adams gives it away. Is Osei Samuel cuts inside. Lookman. Just kind of like in between the two players. He's took that extra touch, Lookman, just to try and like feed it into one of them. And it was right in between the two players, Simon and Akko Adams. Nigeria will look at this as a big missed chance though to win this Afcon, to be honest with you. Because they have been the best team. But from just from what I have watched, they have a lot of strength in depth, but then like how they played football, they played really well. Like you have to give them that. And unfortunately, they just weren't able to beat the hosts, which I thought I wasn't sure Zizo's gone down under the challenge of Onyemechi. I didn't think they had enough to beat them because you have if the only way that they were going to beat them was if they was to convincingly beat them, and I didn't think they had enough to do that. Just because from the first 5 minutes, you could see the way the game was going to go. Morocco were going to have a lot of the ball, a lot of it. Chukwueze is going to pick the ball up here, driven away from the box. Is Osei Samuel. His Deli Bashiru. Penalty curse needs solving. Yeah, I do think tomorrow is a little bit different though. Long way shot from Onyedika into the hands of Shobir. Um, Tomorrow is a different story. I don't think Morocco have. They're not stronger than Senegal. They're not. They're not. And I like it's gonna be a battle. I think for both teams. I do think that the press from Morocco will speed the game up a lot because the way that Senegal plays very like Simon with the shots from long range. Senegal play with a very relaxed kind of like patient build up from back to front. And then once they get into the wide areas, that's when the chaos happens, right? Their wide players come off the flanks and invert. Their fullbacks will go forward, Diatta on one side, and then Malik Diouf if he starts on the other side. So they mix it up quite a lot. Their build up is quite varied, right? But the pressing from the front four of Morocco will speed the game up a lot, which I like. Because that will mean that we actually get to see Senegal at their best. Like we'll get to see them at their best, not this kind of relaxed, laboured style that they've played in like for most of the games in the tournament. So that's what I'm excited about. That's what I'm really excited about for tomorrow's game. But if you're putting the two teams together, Senegal are better than them. They are. It's just the other stuff surrounding it. What's gonna happen? Who's the referee tomorrow? When, like I hope the referee is from like South Africa or something or Kenya or something. Um, but yeah, we'll see. Um, Senegal better use their midfield and pacey players. What do you think about the Zonal Nations League? I don't like it, man. Because they're trying to like make it similar to Europe, which I don't like. And it's because they're taking away our Afcon every 2 years. That's why they're doing this, which I don't like. It's like I prefer the 2 year cycle. That's what makes it very unique. It makes it entertaining, and it actually helps the infrastructure of these countries. If they have to play an Afcon every 2 years, it means that we have to catch up on our infrastructure to make sure that we can host these major tournaments. So it's like making it every 4 years means that the infrastructure takes longer to build. Players aren't developing at the same rate because like when there's a preparation for a tournament, right? Like there's certain leagues in Africa, for example, Egypt, Morocco, South Africa, for example, yeah, that they develop a lot of players and a lot of their players make their national teams. So like, well, not Morocco as much anymore, but yeah, but Egypt and South Africa specifically, yes, like a lot of their players play in their national leagues. So if you don't have an Afcon every 2 years now, how are they gonna like? How do they get up to that level? Like, how do they like? How do you maintain a level for the national team? Like, and it's becoming a bit of an issue because like there's a conflict sometimes, right? Because Hugo Bruce, the manager of South Africa, was talking about how that certain players shouldn't be playing in America. Is Adams and Shobir comes out and clears. He's been complaining about some of the players, their players being exported from the South African league and going to the US. But that's still better for their league, though. Like, I mean, I know the MLS isn't great standard, but like, at least you got players playing in a different environment and they can grow to a certain level. And sometimes they don't stay in the MLS long anyway. Like, they're in the MLS, then all of a sudden they find their way in Europe, innit? So it's just how it works. His Onyemachi takes a heavy touch. There's space here. Is Mustafa Mohammed trying to go forward? I think that was Trezeguet. With Barley with a sweeper keeper. Mo Salah got the ball though. There's space. Can he get a crossing? Cuts inside. No, it's the wrong choice. It's Deli Bashiru. It's on your deep. That's a ball. I think he's offside. Offside. Moses Simon is on. Can he get across? And he's offside. It's offside. It's offside. It's offside. It's offside. It's offside. It's offside. Also, when you put it like that, you're seeing mid-teams actually get better doing. That's it. That's what I think. Like you have to play Afcon every 2 years. This is why like teams like Comoros have to catch up. Like they will try and catch up. Like from an infrastructure perspective, like we need it. We need it every 2 years. Every 4 years, that just delays everything, bro. And then like they're trying to put this Nations League thing in there, bro. They need to change it back. Like we need a vote because I don't think the fans would like it either. Every 4 years from 2031, I think it is. I think 2031 is that's the cycle, but that's when it begins. Or something, I think it's a bit annoying. I think so. Right? Yeah, 2032. Sorry, it's annoying, man. But yeah, they said so. There's two bid there was two bids for this. Ethiopia 2028 and 2036. They got two bids confirmed. Ethiopia, Botswana, South Africa, maybe with Namibia. South Africa have hosted it. Yeah, the last time they did was in 2013. That's it. 2013. I remember. That was Nigeria winning the Afcon that year. Where Ghana didn't make it to the final. They lost to Burkina Faso in the semi final. I remember the worst semi final I ever seen. Um, and yeah, Ethiopia want to build 6 stadiums so that they can host in 28. is Lookman. And he's unable to get a shot. He is unable to get a shot away. A lot of players um, are starting to go to the MLS. To be fair, they're targeting players in the late 20s. Interesting. This Nations League thing should not go ahead. Yeah, hey, if they abolish Chan for this Nations League thing, it's a long yeah. Then we need to forget it all. The reason why is because everybody knows that Chan is there, so that the players in the local leagues can have a tournament that they can play. Because a lot of them don't make it to the national team to be able to play Afcon. So you do the Chan so that the local players have a tournament for themselves. That's annoying. If they've abolished it, if they've abolished Chan for this Nations League thing, scrap it all. Just scrap it all. Let's just go back to how we've been. I prefer it because it's not going to develop. Motsepe does whatever FIFA says. Say he even did the Super League thing and it was cancelled after one. Yeah, I hope they do. They should do it. They should try it and then watch when they cancel it. I'm happy if they do that. I prefer that. I prefer it. Honestly, I prefer it. Long range shot from Trezeguet. MLS is a retirement league. It used to be. I don't think it's the same anymore. It used to be though, for sure, for sure. It used to be a retirement league. David Beckham, Steven Gerrard, Ibrahimovic. Even though a lot of them they went there, then they left, and then you know, they went to go play in other leagues and stuff. Which Super League? Well, in Africa. I didn't know this. I didn't know this. Oh yeah, I saw this. This is hilarious. Timo Werner. He's going to the US. What a fall from grace. Crazy. What's up is a minion to these Eurocentrics. Infantino, bro. And trust me, bro. Infantino, I don't know why they praise him, bro. They did that, bruv. He's been ruining this FIFA thing, bruv. A show with a shot well over the bar. That's what I'm saying, bro. They should just cancel the whole thing, bro. Don't give me any Nations League, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't want to see it. I don't care. I don't care about it, bro. Because it takes the power away from the African decision makers. That's all. That's what we're doing. How can't we do our own thing, bro? Because it works. It doesn't. It's not broken. It's not broken at all. They can be complaining about um because and I don't like the argument as well. Like I'm seeing people like Rio Ferdinand coming on this thing, yeah, talking about they need to have a summer tournament so that they can really showcase their talent properly. That the African players when they leave in the middle of the season, it ruins the product of the Premier League. Who cares? I don't care. As an African, I want to watch the Premier tournament. If it's in the middle of the season, I would prefer it because everybody there is playing at a top level. Like I don't care. I don't care about the Premier League or what other league is being ruined. I don't give a shit. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's just dumb. Like because we've been so used to seeing this tournament being played in January or whatever at the start of the year every 2 years. It's the biggest. It's the best festival of football. You've got the best African players on show. You got all the culture, all the vibes, great entertainment in terms of the football that is on show as well. Like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Like, and then you want to move it to the summer and then turn it into something else. I say Samuel asking for a sub. How are local players going to receive call ups to Afcon if Chan is the ball? This is what I'm saying. Because, like, if you perform well in the Chan, for example, you could get a level up. So, like, for example, you look at Sudan, some of their players played in Chan, like, which I think was also last year. And they won the semi-finals, I think they were. Some of their players have graduated into this, like, into the full team because of Chan. So, like, why are we abolishing it? Because then when do they get their chance? They're not going to get their chance. How? Because if you're gonna make all of this shift and change, yeah, do you know what you need to do? Then there needs to be a lot more money invested in all of the leagues in African football just to improve everything. To give those people, the local players, and even the smallest better chance so that they can elevate from that level up into the national teams. You have to invest a lot. It's stupid. It's stupid. These guys want us to play in the summer. If they do that, they might not get it. I'm telling you, bro, it's just dumb. Like, moving it to a summer schedule is just the stupidest thing ever. It's the dumbest thing ever. I think Iwobi's coming on. Or say Samuel looks like he's coming back on, or he's back on. They signal to go to the bench. And it's Chukwueze. Deli Bashiru tried to cross. Ako Adams tried to get the ball. Here's Saber. Here's Lasheen. Mo Salah cuts inside. Omar Mamouche on the field as well. Yeah, now he's finally coming off. I say Samuel for Alex Iwobi. Eric Chell's first assignment was in Chan. This is what I'm saying. Like, you're because even forget the players, development of coaches too. Development of coaches too. How do we make sure that the coaches, the local coaches, can elevate from that level to becoming maybe full national team coaches, not just for their nation, but maybe for other nations too? Like, that's an opportunity. It's a platform. Like, it's silly. I hope they change it back and understand the mistakes that they're making because it doesn't. It's not going to help. Abolishing it to just be more like Europe. I'm telling you, man. That's all. Is Moses Simon gets fouled by Fatty. Got got to be a petition for the Nations League going forth. Probably it might be. I don't know. No idea. That is a booking though. I don't understand why they didn't book Fatty there. Chukwueze takes the corner cleared by Marmoush, and Egypt come away with it. Like, sure, I think that's handball. How's that not handball? Here's Semi Ajayi. Here's Onyedika. Here's Ashore. And I think it definitely will, bro. It definitely will. Like the standard of football will drop off with this whole change, 100%. Like especially locally though, especially locally, you're hardly gonna see local players develop to the level that will see them penetrate and get through from like a local level into a national level. They won't get that exposure. Like they hardly will. And this is why it's like, okay, if that's going to be the case, if you're making all these changes, what kind of money is going to be pumped into African football over this period of time? Deli Bashiru, it will be with a cross and it's cleared away. But yeah, like it will affect things. We're not going to be able to see that development. Um, um Senegal's coach, even one chance. This is what I'm saying. Is it like do you not like people don't see this? The development of coaches is also very vital. It's not just players too; it's coaches too. Coaches have that platform to be able to lead their nation in a local tournament. When I say local, I mean local but continental tournament for local talent. The coaches are part of that. How did they progress? If you win that, then it gives you the opportunity to maybe take that big job, just like Papa Tiao has done. So it's just like it doesn't make any sense. Or if you've had a top job, and this is like I'm talking about, Kwesi Appiah has had to take a job that maybe is like at a point in time that he'll say, "Oh, I wish I could do more," but he's decided to take the challenge of trying to help the Sudanese team, and obviously he's also had to lead because they have a dual. He takes a dual role, right? He's head of the national team, so that's not just for the full national team, but for the local players too. He was the manager for them for Chan as well. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Not going for, yeah, yeah. I think I know what you meant the first time, bro. That there should be a petition for it so that it doesn't go ahead. Yeah. Mm. How serious will West Africa teams take it? Serious. That zone is brutal in the continent. To be fair, there's a lot of heavy hitters in that region though. I can't lie, a lot of them. So I don't know. Here's Sobi. It's about to hit 20 minutes to go. As I mentioned, if this stays 0-0 after 90 minutes, we go straight to penalties here. I said the East Africa zone would be. It's a. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what they're gonna do, man. It's their tournament next year though at Afcon. It's an East African tournament. We'll see because a lot of them have to qualify. They have to qualify. All of these teams, Ethiopia, they didn't qualify. Kenya didn't qualify for this tournament either. They need to for the next one. It's gonna be in their zone. So yeah, this one I don't know because you could say Central. They'll be Central Africa, I think, and then you'll be with Burundi and Rwanda, Chad, and Central African Republic, I guess. And then probably I don't know if Niger will be part of that too. I don't know, but yeah, I think they'll be Central. I can't lie. Corner to Nigeria. Lookman takes. Shobir punches and goes right back to Lookman. Here's Chukwueze. Cross. Semi Ajayi tried to. And now Egypt can break. Here's Ashore. Here's Sobi. Comes inside. What can he do? Out to Mo Salah. I think he's offside. Mustafa Mohammed. Leave it! You're offside. You should have just left it. You should have left it. He should have left it. Should have left it. Nah, bro, just penalties. In the third place playoff, it goes straight to penalties. Mustafa Mohammed coming off for Egypt. Adele coming on. Um, you know what? I've been trying to get some more guests, man. It's hard though. It's difficult, isn't it? Like just because everybody's got their schedule. Like some of these players are still in season as well. Um, that I've been like looking at. Some people, I've got some people that are former footballers and they've got a good story to tell. So let's see. I might have another interview for next month coming out. Um, there will definitely be a couple in the summer for sure. But then I've got a docu series that I'm gonna film a pilot for this year. So there'll probably be about 3 episodes of that, and I've got one that I think I can begin planning for. And if I can shoot it next month, it will come out in March. So we'll see. But I've got some cool stuff coming. I've got some cool stuff coming. Um, but yeah. It is a bit tough at times. Just kind of like getting scheduled because there's players that are in season right now. Like there's been people I've been speaking to for at least 2 months, just trying to get a date locked in. But when you're in season and then there's transfers happening as well, like this player that I've been speaking to that I think is going to be great for the podcast. He's quite young. He's early 20s. Um, but he's had a few transfers. Like you get to a club, then you get loaned out. You have to come back, and then you have to get loaned out again, so you can continue your season. So he's finding it a bit of a hectic time in it. So we'll see if I can get locked in with him this month. If I can't, then it'll be next month. I have to lock in with him. Um, and I've got a few international ballers as well, like players that have played like full international for some African teams as well, like that that are interested. They want to jump on, but it's just schedule. They just can't give me time right now. Uh, yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, but me, I definitely appreciate when anybody will give me any sort of time, or when ballers give time to like people. But um yeah, 100%. Like even young, it's not just older players too, young players too, like emerging talents. It'll be good to kind of hear their perspective. As well. Like so, like yeah, I got like young. I got a list of young ballers that I need to speak to. That people are just starting their journey in the game. I've got people that are like kind of in the middle of their career. I've got people at the end. I've got people that are retired as well. That's on my list as well. Like that, it'd be nice to hear their perspective of after retirement and all that. So yeah. So there's gonna be some young players that are still making their way in the game that will give a bit of insight. Um, but yeah, nah, me too. I'm excited for this, bro. For sure. This year is gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of different content though, for sure. And then obviously World Cup. You mentioned it. The Ghana versus England game is a big one that like I'm trying to see if we can get a lot of us together so we can actually like do a little some content surrounding that as well. That'd be nice to do. We went to the next game and came across some London girls at the game. Hey man, I was at a Nets game a couple years ago, bro. It is live in Brooklyn though. I can't lie. I was out there for a little bit. It was nice. It was nice for sure, for sure. And they're actually playing NBA tomorrow in London though. The Grizzlies are playing, I think, Orlando tomorrow in London because they did the Berlin game, so that'd be interesting as well. I was like, it's the same time as Afcon, bro, so I can't even go. I wanted to go because I've been trying to go to like NBA Europe game for the last 2 years, but I was like, oh, they're coming to London this year, and I was like, oh, it's Afcon. I can't do it. I can't do it. So that's gonna be interesting. He is Marmouche. He's in the box. No, it will be. This is anybody's game. We're getting to that point now. We're getting to that point now. There's space. Here's Moses Simon picks the ball up. Here's Iwobi pushing forward. It's a good ball to Lookman. He loses the ball. And Rami Rabia fouls. That was a bad tackle, bro. I don't understand why like he was saying no. Here's Iwobi. Chukwueze loses the ball there to Marmouche. And here's Marmouche now pushing forward. Here's a Shaw. Oh, they give it away. That's a foul. It's a foul. Yeah, that I wanted to go. I wanted to go. But then I when I saw the dates, I was like, yeah, I can't do it. I can't go. It's the same. It'd be the same time as Afcon, and I'm. Hey, hey! I call Adams get bundled over in the penalty area. He was trying to take a shot, gets bundled over. Marmouche, is he onside? He's in behind. Does he get fouled? Semi Ajayi, strong in defense. Yeah, he's on. Marmouche. He's on. Marmouche. They're saying Aqua Adams penalty. Let's see, because he's on. He's through. Touch gets pushed. There was a push. I don't know if it's a penalty though, but he pushed him. I mean, yeah, I think it's the same. Both tackles were about the same, to be honest. Yeah, they're looking at it on the VAR, but I don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's nothing. It's just play on. Yeah. I mean that it could have been a penalty though. It could have been. It could have been, to be honest. Here's Onyedika. It will be cross cleared. Here's Semi Ajayi. Here come Egypt. Given away by Salah. Here's Onyemechi. That's a good ball. Chukwueze. Simon. Oh, it's nice from Moses Simon. Cross was wayward, though. Cross was wayward. It was great work by Moses Simon. Just gets away from his markers. He had space to cross and time to cross, but he just rushed it. Here's Mo Salah trying to find a shore. There's Iwobi. Is Akko Adams. Here come Egypt now, trying to break. Marmouche. Semi Ajayi. Good defending. Good defending. Trolling Niger is null and void if Senegal don't win the tournament. I don't think they will, though. I don't think they will win the tournament still. I mean, no, I think they'll win the tournament. Sorry. I think they'll win. So you're gonna hold the trolling until then. You should have trolled them on Thursday night, boy. I saw stuff. I was creasing. It was funny as hell. On Wednesday night, sorry. Because they should have won this, man. Based on what I believe, they had no choice but to win this. Based on the last 3-4 years that they've had, they had the best team. They should have won this, but it's just unfortunate. When you don't when you don't do what you need to on the field of play, you can't blame other outside sources, unfortunately. It's just, you know, the best they can hope for is this third place here. They need to push for it. Is Lookman in the box? Oh, it's got hey! Couldn't get a finish. There's a chance for Nigeria. Here's Marmouche. Here's a Shaw. There's space though. It's three versus two. Here's a Shaw. Nah. Oh, he's gonna get the free kick. Ego just booked there, pushing over Imam Ashur. Egypt have a free kick now in a dangerous area. It'll be a free kick here. Marmoush and Salah standing over it. 3 minutes plus added time, as I mentioned. If this stays 0-0, we're going penalties. We're going to penalties, which I would like, to be honest. At this point, if you haven't scored, you don't deserve penalties. And maybe Nigeria can avenge themselves and get themselves a bronze on penalties. Mo Salah takes it, hits the wall. They're saying handball. Mo Salah's asking for a handball. The free kick was bad on Yadika. Go towards Akko Adams. Rami Rabia chasing back, passes it to Shobir. Hey, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. Sometimes just these small things, yeah, you gotta appreciate them, man. Honestly, like it's like I'll tell you a story. Like a few years ago, probably like this is when Jose was the United manager. It was between Van Gaal and Jose. So I used to work for a company, and my boss was the chairman of Wickham Wanderers Football Club. It's a club that's currently in League One, but at the time they were in League Two. So United get to the final of the FA Cup in 2016, I think it was, and I got a chance to go to Wembley because he's the chairman of that club, and they got like because he's part of the FA and all of that in England, they get tickets for games at Wembley. So he's not a United fan; he's a Spurs fan originally, and he's a chairman of Wickham Wanderers. So he was like, he knew I was a United fan, so he just gave me a ticket. Like, so I got to watch. So me and my friend, he gave me two tickets. Me and my friend went for that game, the final that we won against Crystal Palace, which is a crazy game. And then I got to go to the Community Shield. So literally the season afterwards, as it started, Mourinho came in, and then I got to watch the game at Wembley against Chelsea. I think it was because I think Chelsea won the league. Was it Chelsea? No, Leicester. It was Leicester. So United played Leicester and beat Leicester 2-0. Ibrahimovic made his first start. Bailly made his first start. Ibrahimovic scored his goal. So yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Like these little experiences that you may get just from like people you know from work, from all this type of stuff. It's crazy, man. Drizzy saying, I deeped it. The World Cup gave Morocco a big head. They need to be humbled. I think tomorrow they're gonna be beaten. I think so. Tomorrow they'll be beaten by the better team, in my opinion. Like Nigeria should have done it on Wednesday, but Senegal will finish the job. I think they'll finish the job. 4 minutes of added time. Marmouche, well, Barley comes out of goal, sweeps up. Third time could be the charm on penalty kicks for Nigeria. Yeah, I think so. I think so, bro. Like it's heading there now, and I think Nigeria will be looking at it as an opportunity to avenge what happened on Wednesday in the penalty shootout. You know, you want guys like Chukwueze to get a penalty, at least score, and then you can put that to the side. When I said that he's come off, hey, he ducked. He ducked. He ducked. Juke has come on for Chukwueze. He ducked. He actually ducked the penalty shootout. Chukwueze. He ducked. Nah, you can't do that, man. You can't be ducking penalty. You can't be ducking PKs. Like there should be no reason why you're ducking PKs here. Like you missed one. They were talking about the way you're chewing gum. You're chewing gum. Anyway, 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 anyway. We're going to penalties anyway, so it's fine. Semi Ajay is walking off. Um, somebody told me this. I don't know. I don't remember. Let me check. Let me see. Let me see. He is now the coach of Libya. That's it. Libya. He is the Libyan head coach now. He is the coach of Libya. Yeah, Semi Ajay is off, and Awaziem is on. Why is North African football so boring? Morocco play good football though. I can't lie, they do. Algeria, it depends on the opponent. They against weaker opponents, they look like they're amazing, but when they came to the real big boss teams, yeah, they couldn't do anything. They couldn't do much. Egypt, they're not great. I don't like the way they play football at all. Tunisia, the same. I don't like the way they play football. They're like the same like Algeria. When it's a weaker team, then they think they can do. They think they're good, but yeah, I want Nigeria to win this now. Like now, like I mean, but they're not gonna get it. We're getting to penalties, people. We're getting penalties. We're getting penalties. Here we are, man, and we're going straight to penalties. By the way, no extra time. It's literally dust yourself off, quick penalties, and we're getting out of here because we got a big final for tomorrow. We got the big final for tomorrow. Can Nigeria get one chance here? Here's Akko. They said they won the ball. Sure, now this is the last chance now for Egypt. This will be the last chance in the game. Sure is Lachine. Mo Salah. No, poor from Salah. Is Hani. Should be the last attack. Nah, they take it quickly. Can they throw it into the box? Nah, it's done. Blow the whistle, ref. What's going on? Ref, blow the whistle, man. The game is done, bro. Like, blow the whistle. Let's move on. Penalties. It's Hani. A ref, you have to blow the whistle. What is happening here? I'm confused. Blow the whistle, fam. Here's Rabia. He's off. No, that's a good challenge. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Full time. Nil. Penalties. Penalties to come, people. I can't believe Samuel Chukwueze ducked. He actually ducked the penalty shootout. Why? Like you like I don't respect it. You missed in the penalty shootout. That even though, to be fair, there were players that ducked for Nigeria, but fine. He didn't duck. He missed. Don't duck this one. It's a third place one, bro. Like like whilst it's like it's important, it's not important at the same time, bro. Like you can try and like save your reputation, but you ducked. It's peak. It's peak. It's peak. Hey, 0-0 people. We're going penalties. We're going penalties. What's in the Arsenal game, man? Still 0-0. Still 0-0. Hey, it's a big game for both teams, to be honest with you. A chance to go 9 points clear for Arsenal, and West Ham won today. So Forest need to win to keep themselves a bit of distance. They need to keep themselves a bit of distance today. So let's see what happens in regards to that. I'm gonna watch that right after this. I'm gonna watch that game and I'm gonna cook myself some food. And then tomorrow, Afcon day. Afcon final day. I can't wait. It's gonna be lit. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Penalty shootouts, Ken Doy is right. This is where we are, man. Big up to everybody's watching right now. Wherever you're watching, if you're on Pros Only Sports YouTube, make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribe button as well. If you're new, hit the notification bell. If you're on X, we're streaming live over there. Make sure you like the video, retweet the broadcast, and then also follow the account Pros Only Sports on X, TikTok, Instagram. We got a lot of content coming after this as well. Docu-series. Can't wait for that. It's going to be fun. Going to be shooting a pilot for that. Try and do 3 of them this year because they are time consuming. They're long formish, half an hour, maybe 45 minutes of a doc that you'll get of footage. But it should be very interesting. I'm producing. It's something new. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, producing something that I haven't done before. So that's going to be nice to be able to do it. And I can't wait to like get it cleanly polished and out there. No boundaries. The podcast will be having more episodes. Like I mentioned, it's hard to get schedules right with all these different people. Some people are retired, so it's easier. Some people are currently in season, so it's a little bit difficult. So some people have my message, it's in their inbox, and they haven't read it yet. So like I have to wait. I'm in a queue. So we'll see how it all goes. Like hopefully my aim was to do 12 episodes this year. I don't know if it's gonna happen. They might all come at once. I don't know. But there'll be at least another episode of that coming up in March. That one I can guarantee for sure. In March we'll have another episode. If I get one this month, next month, great. But I know for a fact there'll be one in March. And then the big three basketball. The season is on. I've been watching and keeping my eye on it. The show will be back from April once the playoffs begin because then we can talk a lot about what's happened over the course of the season and look forward to the games coming up in the playoffs before we get to the final. So that should be nice. The World Cup obviously is coming back. That Ghana-England game is a big one. And I want to share it with a lot of the people that I know that come from both countries or support both countries so we can at least, have a nice time. And the reboot. I can't wait to bring that again. It's going to be packaged up differently. So it's coming soon, people. So make sure you stay tuned. Pros Only Sports, stay locked in, stay locked in. Penalty shootout's about to happen. The players are in their huddles, getting themselves ready. Let's see what they do. I'm telling you, bro. He ducked the smoke. I'm telling you, he ducked. He ducked. Like, he should have been there taking a penalty, and he didn't. So, but yeah, Libya. But you know what it is, though, bro? You say it's an enemy of progress, yeah, but. Maybe he's looking at it as a challenge. Like, let me see if I can get this nation to an Afcon. Let's see, like, try and build themselves up, build the nation back up because they've been previously Afcon winners. I'm sure. I think so. I'm sure they won Afcon before. Yeah, they won Afcon in 1982. No, they didn't. They were runners up in 1982. Maybe they need to get back up to that level. That's what he's maybe looking for, to try and get back up to that level. And mind you, that nation obviously after Gaddafi was assassinated, after he was assassinated, the country's been a mess. So maybe football is gonna be a part of helping mend it. I don't know. Like we've seen it happen before. They have a civil war. Hey, what's happening? E4, E4. Wait, wait. What's happening? What is happening? Nah, 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 nah. You have to. Hey, hey. Why? How come I can't see the game? What's happening, bro? Hey, hey. They're showing me Simpsons. Yay. I don't want to watch Simpsons though. Yay. Thank you. Let's stay here. Yeah. Hey, hey. They went to advert on channel E4. They went to advert talking about Simpsons. I don't want to watch Simpsons though. I want to watch this penalty shootout. Yay. They nearly scared me. We're here though. We're here. We're here. Big up everyone. Big up everyone. Penalty shootout. Let's see. Can Nigeria avenge themselves? Can they avenge themselves and get themselves third place in this tournament? Bronze medal. Platform. I think it's a platform. If you even get a penalty shootout, if you get the third place, it's a platform. Okay. So Nigeria will take first. Deli Bashiru is going to take the first penalty kick. Let's see. This keeper, I don't think this keeper is a good keeper though for Egypt. So because they've had some guys, mind you. Here's Deli Bashiru. Hey! He missed. How can you use how? What kind of penalty is this? Like the thing about it is the penalty wasn't good at all, by the way. Like if you're gonna if in doubt, yeah, in a penalty shootout, when I'm telling slap it, you have to slap it. Don't place, slap it. If you're feeling shook, go and slap it, bro. At the very least, let it not the keeper touch it. I don't want him to touch it, bro. The goal is big. Slap it. Anyway, they missed. Mo Salah's gonna take the first one. Mo Salah he's gonna score. Mo Salah scores penalties, so I think he hold his nerve. He knows it's the best way to do it. Put your best penalty takers first. Ah, he missed. Yay! It's a good save though by Wabali. Yay! Mo Salah. Disgrace. But I still agree. You put your best penalty takers first. Yay! That was a that penalty was hard. Like he hit it hard. Wabali did well. Good strong hand. Strong hand, Wabali. His Aqua Adams is gonna kick things off here. Aqua Adams, he's gonna score. He should score. Yeah, easy penalty, easy penalty. Aqua Adams, that's a good penalty by Aqua Adams. Marmouche stepping up for Egypt. Can he keep them level? This is a big penalty already. Already. You gotta go with your best penalty takers first, in my opinion. You can't be doing all this like half, nah. Because you might not get to the end. So the big guy's gotta take them first. Marmouche. Let's go. He should score. Ay! He missed. Well, Barley's leg saved it. Yay! Oh yeah, it's over. Nigeria won this penalty shootout easily because the two players that you expect in these moments to score penalties, they haven't scored. They've missed both. I'm taking it. Yeah, Nigeria have won this, man. Nigeria won this. Nigeria won this, man. Moses Simon. Mind games. Moses Simon stepping up to take this penalty for Nigeria. Captain for today. Ah, easy. Easy. Easy into the corner of the net. Nigeria winning this penalty. When Salah and Marmouche have missed, it's over. It's over. Moses Simon with another. This is now a big penalty. If Nigeria miss, Rami Rabia. If Egypt miss, Nigeria win this. Rami Rabia stepping up for Egypt. He's gonna slap this though. If in doubt, slap it. Rami Rabia, but he's gonna miss this though. He's gonna hit this so hard, yeah, it's gonna go over the bar. Oh, good penalty. Good penalty, Rami Rabia. Good penalty. Good penalty. They live another day, Egypt. Good penalty by Rami Rabia, man. Hold your nerve. Just keeps them in it. Just. Alec Iwobi now stepping up for Nigeria. Iwobi. Nice penalty for Iwobi. Easy. Nigeria in the driving seat here. Nigeria they were gonna win this as soon as Marmouche missed that penalty. Nigeria won this. Pressure. Sabe has to score. If he misses, Nigeria win this game and get third place. He has to score. Has to score. Saber, substitute. Oh, that's a pen. That's a penalty. That's a penalty from Saber. I mean, it's now down to the last penalty kick taker. Whoever it is going to be for Nigeria. Ademola Lookman to win it. Can he win it for Nigeria? More games, mind games. Shobir with some mind games, just wasting some time, trying to put him off. Look, man, can he win it for Nigeria? Short run up. Oh, he's won it. And Lookman has given Nigeria third place. Third place. Super Eagles have got third place here at Afcon. And to be honest, well deserved, man. They were unable to get that second place. Oh, sorry, they were unable to get to the final, but they've been able to gather themselves and get this third place. They should be happy with that. To be honest, it's probably the least that they would have wanted coming out here. But good penalty from Lookman there. I knew they would win this penalty shoot. As soon as Mamouche and Salah missed, it was over. It was over. It was over. It was over. Look, man. Look. Third place, Wabali getting a save in the shootout as well. Egypt, unfortunately, they don't have anything to show for this. Into the final four, unable to get third on this penalty shootout. And Nigeria will be disappointed for not trying to win this, but they have something at least from a pride perspective to come back. Mo Salah getting getting a bit of commiserations and support from some of his coaching staff there. Can they push again next year? Can Nigeria push again next year, man? Afcon should be interesting to see what happens. But look! Big up to everybody. Over 200 people watching live. Appreciate the love and support during this time. One more game left. One more game left. Tomorrow is all in. Senegal against the host Morocco. It's going to be a fun final. It's going to be enjoyable. Mandem will be here. It's going to be nice. I can't wait. But look, wherever you're watching, make sure you're hitting that like button, subscribe button as well if you're new, if you're on the YouTube. If you're on X, we're streaming live over there. Make sure you're hitting the like button, retweet the broadcast, follow the account Pros Only Sports. There on X, Instagram, and TikTok. Let me get into these last comments and I'm out. I'm out. Kendor saying madness. Bashir went left against Bono. Isaac saying Libya has been through a lot. To be fair, it's true. They're saying scrubs. These lots stink. Big name scrubs for Egypt saying, and then, bro, I can't believe he missed. If he scores, watch him release the vid in 25. He's definitely gonna do it now. Man said the black eggs is gonna be you. All right, in the last Afcons, this is the second time seeing Niger win the medal. Second place, the last one, third place at this one. The actual prize is coming soon. It has to. You have no choice. Next year, you have to get it. You have to. You have no choice. But it's gonna be interesting. Big up to everybody who's been watching, man. We are gonna be back tomorrow. Can't wait. I cannot wait. It's gonna be a big final. Big up to everybody. I'm out. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.